Greetings, Tubiverse. I am One Noob Noob, and in this Top War video, we're going to talk about the recent change to a few base skins, or technically three, and what that could mean for the Top War community. Now, if you agree with the direction this could be going from my perspective, I'm going to help you show you how to get involved and let our dear devs know that you want them to go just a little bit further, or like a lot further, okay? I'm getting a little giddy about the possibilities here. Also, I know the developers watch my videos on occasion, so I'm hoping together we can make sure they hear us one way or the other. Now, we all know the base skins aren't quite what they used to be in Top War. I've been a little vocal about that. Over time, they've evolved into, well, a relic of Top War. The current reality of base skins is pretty simple. Outside of main attack skins, skins with skills, and the super minor skills, most of them are just not worth the money versus other things in game. The reason is a simple mechanic the developers have pretty much just refused to fix. It's that the holding and stock value is overall, how do I say this? Garbage, dumpster fire. There's terms I could use, family channel though, versus the cost for base skins. It's been pretty unfair to many players, and the developers just teased a change that might matter. Eventually, they had to notice we just don't buy them like we used to, and I think they might have finally taken notice and just dipped their little pinky toes into the water to see what might happen if we noticed and said something. So recently they told us they were going to change how 1, 2, 3 base skins work. The Super Minor skin, the Super Fan skin, and Pop Star skin. So I snapped some screenshots of them before they made the change. I wanted that. For most of us, 2 of these skins are near impossible to see ever owning. It is what it is. If you compete often or have a well-organized alliance, you can get temporary versions of these, but that's just about it. Plus, Superfan and Popstar just have one effect overall, so it's not a revolutionary change that would get old One Noob Noob super giddy. Just not enough. But they also took one of the most popular and most valuable skins for all players and went from this to this. That's right. Owning the skin gives you every single effect it had before. You don't have to equip it any longer. You just get the benefit of owning it. This is pretty smart. What this means is for every player in game now is that we don't have to keep that skin equipped most of the time. It's kind of a negative having to do that. Now we can equip our best base skin for fighting and keep the mining values just running while we're not in game. That's when most of us use this to mine in the first place. We kind of spend all of our VIT, then, mine. That makes sense. Or if we just got in a big fight, we might use the training boost skin if we have one. We can equip our training boost skin and still get the mining values. And then while we're not there, we get the training boost, everything. Everybody's happy. There's just more we can do here, okay? So we have better defense now because, again, we're using the mining ability no matter what, and it's only when we leave the game most of the time. So this is pretty cool. So no matter what you're doing, base skins have gotten a little bit of extra versatility because of how they've changed the Super Minor skin that a lot of us use. Of course, now, when you use one of your temporary Pop Star or Super Fan skins, you don't have to equip them, which is also pretty sweet. Also, let's go ahead and throw this out. The devs made sure you couldn't double up on the +1 unit level effect by using both of them together. You can see the before and after here for funsies. I mean, I took the screenshots. Why not give them to you? Now, I kind of wish they would have missed that and let people use both of them together. But hey, I like a little chaos here and there in the game. It's fun. I think the developers singled out the Super Minor skin because of its popularity and how it's used. I think they're waiting for feedback, and we need to give it to them. The Super Minor change is a lot more important than the other 2 for me personally. The reason for this is that the developers went ahead and built a mechanic to combine all the values for a skin, both if it's equipped and holding in stock. And they decided that they'd make them active when you buy the skin regardless of equipping the skin. Now, pause. Let me ask you a simple question. What do you think this would do for old players that used to buy them religiously, like me, if they did this across the board for every single skin? Let that soak in for a little bit. And I'd love to know your thoughts on the comments below on this one. Personally, I think it would be kind of awesome because they're pretty darn expensive. It would be a long delayed reward for all of the old school players. Their purchases in game over years would be suddenly worth more to them and give them a nice little, yo, thanks, old school players, we like you, little pat on the back, little nod, whatever, I don't know, slow golf clap, whatever makes you happy. You can help make this happen, which I will get to here in a bit. It's totally free for you to do, and the developers listen when there's a lot of people that reach out. There's more to it than this, though. The developers should stop to consider how this would suddenly make nearly every base skin worth a lot more. They're already overpriced for holding in stock values. We all know this. This change would breathe new life into this old system without rewriting much of any code. Most players stopped chasing base skins long ago, but this would make everyone start chasing them again. Everybody that's a regular spender at least. I think the value to pay players and free players that can get skins through events like the Gacha event, which is going on every here and there. I'll just take 2 of my base skins and show you how this would put skins back on par with other newer mechanics that are worth more to spend on for us nowadays. So if I enable Saddle City as my main base skin, I get these values. Now, if I had all the skin stats working for me regardless to them being enabled, something like Shatterdome here that was a collaboration event skin during like the Evangelion event years ago would be a forever helper like Decor, which is really more of what we need. Instead of just benefiting from the garbage holding in stock benefits, and they're garbage for the cost. Stop and think about the change here. This is just in the case of 2 different types of base skins. I would get everything you see here instead. That's outstanding and might actually justify chasing base skins every time they release a new one again. That used to be the way it was for us, back before Titan Gear and Enigma Beast and everything else. When another skin with training boost came out, I might be more likely to grab it instead of dismissing it because I already have a training boost skin. I know I would be very tempted to go back to collecting skins. I know I would. And I own a lot of skins. I used to love collecting them, but I stopped because they just aren't worth the money anymore. I'm not alone on this one. Also, the developers have built code 2 different ways to stop stacking effects if they think that there's something on a mining skin that's just too strong to let it stack. So they have levers already built to help contain like runaway effects. If you want to see them make these changes to the base skins, you have to get involved and let the developers know. The first thing to do is pretty easy. Smash that like button and share this video. Get the word out, because getting word out on this topic and teaching everyone how to get the developers' attention is key in making this work and other things when we need help. Like I said before, I know some of them watch my videos, so activity helps. Next, you have to actually leave the developers a comment to let them know you want this change on all base skins. Now, if you've never done this before, here's all you have to do. It's actually pretty simple. First, click on your picture in game, right? Next, hit the Contact Us button. From here, you want to select the Hot Topics section, and you can leave a comment under the suggestions for you guys area. Now, don't click the right magnifying glass like it tells you to do. The directions are, well, how do I put this? They're wrong. Come on, devs, fix this text. It's better. You're better than this, okay? Well, you're better than this. Instead, hit the Contact Us button that's below and then select, I have a suggestion, then type away. I would recommend something like this, for example. Please make the changes you did to the Super Miner skin something for all skins. We would buy more stuff in game and maybe throw in a one noob rocks or something like that for funsies. So that's about it. I've seen the developers ignore players and I have seen them listen. I can tell you that since the developers have done the change with the Super Miner skin, that they already have written a lot of the code that they need to make these changes happen on all skins. It's not exactly copy and paste for them, there is some work. But it's a significant amount of work already being done, just sitting there, and we're just asking them to do it again, but for all skins. Now, I know some of you might think this might make old players a little too powerful. I don't think that would be the case, though. The only people I know that collect base skins are very high-level spenders. They're already in the stratosphere versus us normal players. The rest of us know our money is better placed elsewhere in the game, if you do spend it in game. The developers won't stop making skins and new decor, right? As well as other items in game that modify stats. So this is just a way to get value out of an existing system without them inventing yet another tab or a mechanic for us to deal with, which is kind of nice, right? Sometimes they go a little crazy with the here's a new feature thing. I think it's a good deal all around, and I seriously, seriously hope the developers will be willing to do it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please share this video with your friends. Likes and subscribers, they all help both my channel and this topic. We need a lot of people joining on this to give us a shot of getting this done, and I can't stress this enough. They already did it to the Superminer skin, so they aren't starting from scratch. We're not like shooting the moon asking for something huge here. They've done a lot of the work. I hope you'll join me in trying to get the developers' attention on the possibilities here for base skins. Getting involved is totally free, and we could help make something really nice happen working together as a team. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, Tubivers.